I also wanted to let you guys know that I am recording live on younow.com, and I'm really excited about it. And I happened to stumble across this social media site upon listening to another vlogger by the name of Nicholas Cameron. I don't know if any of you know him, but he's a young man that is in the process of transitioning from a girl to a boy. And I think that he's really entertaining. And he came up with a really cool idea about how to get discovered as a blogger in the YouTube world. And even as an adult listening to an intelligent adolescent, I thought that it was a really cool idea to get on here and put myself out there with my vlogs. So what I would like to do is, first of all, recommend to you that are on YouTube, if you click up here in the upper right hand corner, I'm going to recommend that you guys check out How Aspergers Works by Danny Rady of the Asperger Experts, because like me, he is on the autism spectrum as well, and he also is somebody that is unique and somebody that is an entrepreneur. So anyway, first of all, I would like to ask some of you that are watching my videos, how is your day? Anybody? Anybody here? No? Well, this is my third live video. I mean, I'm ready to hear from anybody at YouTube. I'm ready to hear from anybody on Twitter. I'm ready to hear from anybody right here on YouNow. But basically, as you guys know, and I talked about in a couple of my other videos, I had mentioned that I work at the Center for Leadership and Disability, and that's at Georgia State University, and I'm a research and project assistant over there, and I have Asperger's syndrome / autism, or an autism spectrum disorder. And I play multiple roles at Georgia State University. Some of the roles that I play are, I'm a member of a planning committee for the statewide autism conference. We call it the Autism Conference and Exposition of Georgia. And this is something that we started 2 years ago. And I got on the committee fairly early on, as I had gotten hired there, and I really felt that it was important as an individual on the autism spectrum to put myself out there and see a revolution in the autism community. So as you guys can see, I am recording this video live right here on YouTube. You can also see this on Twitter. And I bet some of you are so excited, but basically, I'm on winter break right now, and so are the rest of my colleagues for 2 weeks. But as soon as January 2nd rolls around, I'm going to be busy, and some of my other colleagues are going to be busy. But I had this really, really big dream for the Autism Conference of Georgia. And that would be to have individuals on the spectrum volunteer during the autism conference, because right now we only have professionals and parents, and we have family members. We don't see a full selection of individuals on the spectrum which provide splashes of color. Yes, I mean, we have people there, but they do things like represent the autism community, and it's usually like 1 or 2 or 3. We have others that work with the vendors, and they sell their artwork, and they talk a little bit more about themselves. We have others that are helping their parents, or maybe 1 or 2 volunteers. And as somebody who is on the spectrum and somebody who is a leader in the community, I really think it's so critical that we shape the revolution of these autism conferences, because again, autism has gotten to be so big as a whole that we almost need to shape the way our society is. Yeah, sure, I mean, the world's not going to move over for us, but we need something that's going to make people with autism attend our conferences and also get them into public and prove to the world that, as my hero Dr. Grandin puts it, different but not less. And that is my motto, is to continue to follow that, is the different but not less. And I think that's so critical for anybody who is different, and anybody that has autism, or anybody that's legally blind, or anybody that has Down syndrome, or anybody who is deaf, because the whole stereotype of people with disabilities is that we're gullible people and we're weak and helpless, and everybody seems to coddle us and want to protect us, and they seem to look at us in a fairly different light than they do with somebody who is a neurotypical, but rather we see the world just as differently, and we also think, and we're also able to come up with our own opinions. And just so you know, some of us have voices. So I really think that it is logical to hold the conference where you congregate your group of people together that have their voices, whether they are verbal or not, and so they can show off their special talents, and they can be a part of a community, and and help some of them that are looking for work, and some of them that are looking to volunteer, and some of them that are looking to show off their special talents and their gifts. So anyway, I'm out of time for now. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you. For those of you that are just watching this live for the very first time, I absolutely would love to hear from you again. Until next time, I'm Miyah Sundermeyer, and I'm signing off.